Hey Soloists, Agent Solomon Matt Rice here. Welcome back. We'll go ahead into day 3. Just thought I'd zoom out a little bit just to bit of an overview where we're up to. But we'll head on to day 3. We'll see what our encounter is for Boomer, Tantrum and Picket. We're all healed up after the end of the recovery phase. Some people have got a few upgrades. Let's get into it. And as a reminder, Tantrum has the buckler, which lets him roll an extra defense dice, but takes up 3 of his 4 slots. Boomer has a throwing axe, and Picket has a gadget arm and a mech pick. And there's all his health. Let's go to the next encounter. Alright, here's encounter 3. The Sabron River, a glistening vein of trade running the length of Daylor. Playfully beckons as it shimmers in the daylight up ahead, but with so few bridges in these parts, this crossing is an obvious spot for enemy scouts and traps. Ooh. A journey of this importance leaves only 2 options. Tucking the ears and trying to blend in is risky but efficient. A boat at dusk carries less chance of discovery but requires business with a Molnar. A trading syndicate with their own set of drawbacks. Okay, what we got here? So first option, we get an extra progress point and a training point for each person. Tuck your ears and walk like a commoner. Roll a d6 for each party member, so I've got 3 of them. On any 1 to 2, so the odds aren't great with a bigger party. Your party is spotted. Find the first tyrant encounter in your deck and place it on top. Shuffle remaining cards and keep them underneath. So there is an encounter. For this case, Molmesh has 1 tyrant encounter card in the deck, which is shuffled in somewhere. I prefer not to do that right now, especially when I've got 3 people. A chance of 1 to 2 happening is kind of high. What's that? 1/3 chance times by to the power 3. I probably got that maths wrong actually too. Account success achieved no matter the outcome, so that's cool. This one down here. Hire the Molnar. The Molnar are surprisingly easy to work with. Not only do they drop us safely on the east bank of the river under the cover of darkness, they also offer a trove loot. So that's pretty cool. We all get a trove loot which we can unlock during our journey. They also offer a trove loot gift. Maybe our success is good for business. Shuffle special encounter Molnar trades into your encounter deck, and you still get a progress. Do I get the trove loot? So Molmesh needs 6 progress out of 9. I'll still get 1 for this one. So trove loot could be handy. Could unlock some really awesome stuff. So let's go for the trove loot. I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'll also get another progress. So Picket can be first to choose a trove loot. You grab the top one. I believe it counts as just 1 loot to start with. I think so. So he's got 2 so far. He gets a 3rd one. And during our recovery phase, we get to try and unlock these. Okay, we roll like a mini dice game where you roll dice to see if you can unlock as much as you can. And if you don't finish it, you save your progress where you're up to. So if you unlock the first one but not the next 2, you get to save your progress till the next, till after the next round, things like that. So he picks up that one. Fit in there somewhere. I might as well just go around here. There's not much difference. Boomer grabs this one. This is a bit harder. 4, 4, 4. Okay, and Tantrum gets 1, but his is a bit weird. So it's 1, but then 6, then 1. That's gonna be hard to get rid of that 6. And Tantrum's got a heavy, so he's maxed out with his loot at the moment. Okay, now we're into recovery phase. That's it. We're at 3 progress now. We're getting close. 3 progress from 3 days. Feel excited. So with the encounter thing, so we've got the new day. We've done that. We've done the encounter. We succeeded. We've divided the spores. We're now into recovery phase, which lock picking happens when near first. We can trade loot if we wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to have a go at some lock picking. So you can have a go at each other's trove loot, but everyone's got one. And the symbol had multiple chests, so that means everyone got a trove loot. So we might as well just work on one at a time. Picket can be first, and I'll show you how this works. On the back, maybe not. On this sheet, it talks to you how you can do lock picking. Essentially what happens is you roll a few dice, and I'll show you how it works in a moment with Picket to start with. Alrighty, so here's Picket's first attempt. He's got to get a lever of 4 first, so you've got to work left to right. He's got a lever of 4 first, then a 1 trip, then a 1 force. You do this with 3 dice plus a special dice. Each of these dice have T, L, and F on them. That represents how many total that you have. So as you guessed it, if you equal or surpass the number required, you unlock that top of lock. So you've got to get rid of the lever first. So we need 4 leather first. We roll a 4 dice, and this special dice lets us do certain things. That lets us re-roll, I think, 1 die plus the intuition die. That lets us add 1 to a die and also not exhaust it when used. And this converts 1 die to a different type. So if it's 2 trip, I can convert that to a 2 force or a 2 lever. And when you succeed, you exhaust the dice that can unlock it, and then you get to roll again. I think you also get to unlock a second one if it does the same thing. I'm not sure. But anyway, let's roll and see how we go. Okay, so we've got 2 lever, 1 trip, and 2 force. So that's not good enough. I could add 1 to a die and solve it, but that's not quite good enough. That would be 3 lever. So that's actually failed. But one good thing about this is if you fail on your first attempt of a day, you get to try again. So I'm going to roll again. That doesn't do anything for me. Try again. Let's do the horrible roll. What have we got here? Plenty of force. No trip. And again, +1 and save. So Picket doesn't get to do anything with his lock. It's still fully unlocked. Can't do anything with that, unfortunately. And that's save. That's a save +1. So that means give an extra die +1 and do not exhaust it. But that's not going to help. I need an L. So no luck. Picket has to try next time. He does have mech pick, which you could use here. During your lockpick attempt, you may bypass like a 4 or less without using action dice. So maybe I'll do that now. So I'm going to bypass it with mech pick, and that's used. So that means he's done the 4 trip there. He's then got a 2 trip to do this one. And I think, do I roll? I'm not sure if I roll again or do I just keep going. I think it's per 1. So this is technically for this one here. So that's done. And I can use that on that actually, which is +1, so it's 3 trip. And I get to save it. So I get to re-roll everything again to the last one. What's that? I need 1 force. That lets me re-roll a die. So I re-roll action die and the intuition die. Which one has the most force? This grey one has the most force on it. So let's re-roll both of those. There we go, 3 force. Now he's unlocked it. So I just turned around just like that. He's unlocked it. Let's have a look what it is. Oh, dropped. Oh god. He's unlocked it straight away. Maximize a stim. So this is like an extra backup plan. So I can spend a bone, permanently reduce your HP stat die by 1 and heal for 3. Ooh, geez. So I guess I keep that till the end. That's a yeah, it's probably like a last round, last encounter thing. Only takes up 1 loot spot. Still handy. Off to Boomer. Okay, Boomer's got 444. She's a bit harder. Let's give this one a go. Alright, what's she got here? 1 trip. She needs 4 leather here. No good. And this +1's not going to do anything. So I get to do a reroll. Hey, there we go. So I get to convert 1 to another. I may as well convert that. Yeah, the next is a trip as well. But that's at least got rid of the first bit. They're used. I get to re-roll both of these dice. So intuition die always gets re-rolled. 3 force +1. Oh, it's a shame that it's not the right one. So she's stuck on lever. And I'll show you what you do with this. So what we do here, so I've unlocked just the first one. You've got these little lines here. So the first line indicates you've unlocked the first bit. So you line up the first line with a line off the map up here. So unlock the first one, it's just like that. So it saves it for the next encounter. So she's done 1 lock. The next time we finish the encounter and next day, she's only got 2 more locks to go. Alrighty, let's head to Tantrum. Tantrum's looks a bit different. It's 161. So it's going to be hard to get rid of that trip in the middle, but let's see how we go here. Okay, plenty of force. I add 1 to lever. I don't need it, but I get to save it. I can spend that with that. It will be 3 lever, and I get to save it, which is fantastic. Lever's completed. Roll again. I didn't have enough for trip there. 3 trip, and I get to re-roll 1 die. So that's my best trip there. The highest gets like a 3 on a die. This is not going to do anything for me, but let's roll this. What's that? That's 2 trip. Okay. And I've got the re-roll again. Let's re-roll that one. 2 lever. I can add 1 and save. Oh my god, that's fantastic. Which one has the highest force on it still? This one's got 2 force. That one's got 3 force. add one to that one and save that. That gets used. So I've done 2. So I just need force now. I don't have enough force in this. Let's roll again. 3 force. Fantastic. That was lucky. This is now opened. What's this? Hunter's Body Count Necklace. The next baddie you defeat, if I deal a killing blow, goes on top of this card. Each future baddie you defeat of this same type also gets placed on this card. Each future baddie of this type, so that'd be the, the dragon or the fungus people. So roll 1 additional attack die. Doesn't cost X for each baddie on this card when attacking the same baddie type. Oof, that's a good time to have it too. That's good for Tantrum as well, and that's filled him out. So I'm going to place that on Tantrum right there. He's now 4 out of 4 slots done. Fantastic, and that's the end of that game. All right, that was quite successful. So Picket and Tantrum picked up some extra stuff. Boomer still has a bit more to go on hers, but we'll get there with her. Okay, where we're up to now. So we've done our lockpack picking, individual options, hit, rest and recover. Everyone's on full health. Don't do that. We can search for better loot. Ooh. I don't think I'm going to do that. No, I'm not going to do that. It's not worth it. And remember, there was no training that we won from that encounter either, so there's no training attempts happening. Get the scout the area. Let's do that. So everyone's going to scout. I'm going to keep my loot. I think I'm happy with my loot so far. The maximizer system's not great for Picket. It's more of an end game one, I guess, but I'll keep it for the end. Okay, let's roll our d6. So Picket's first. Rolled a 5. A 5 means that he can look at a 5-point baddie, which is handy because we're definitely drawing a 5-point baddie, I imagine, on day 4. Dive, flight, signal 1. Signal means it brings out another bad guy. Dive means like when it flights, it can't be hit, and then it dives and gets right adjacent to you to hit you. I get to put that in the bottom or leave it on top. I think I might leave it on top. I know there's 2 more people to check here, but I might leave that on top. It's a 1. So Boomer gets to check a 1-point baddie. 1-point baddie. Weaken 1. That means you roll 1 less attack die, I think. It's ranged. I think I'll be okay with that. I might leave that on top. And that leaves Tantrum to hopefully roll a 6. Hey! Rolls a 6. That means I can look at a 20-point baddie. Ooh, this is a big baddie. What have we got here? These are bad ones. Die with 4 attack die, 7 health. Lashback 3. That means if I hit it, it hits me for 3 automatically. Ouch. Terrify as well. Thick skin 2. Ouch, ouch, ouch. And has this foot, meaning I think that means it goes diagonal. I'll have to double check that later. And it brings out another baddie with it. Whew. I'm going to put that on the bottom. I mean, these 20-point baddies are all nasty, but I'm putting that one on the bottom. I don't want to deal with that. Hope for a better thing. All right, new day. Let's go to day 4. So I'm going to move this to day 4. That means we'll be drawing 12 points out worth of baddies if we have a barbecue coming up. Barbecue. Before I look at today's encounter, I better shuffle in this Molnar Trader sales from the choice that I took last time. That gets shuffled in. Okay, here we go. This is day 4. Caution. Blasting ahead. We fought all day to reach the rocky cliff. It's a location of strategic advantage. We can look out over the valley and river areas. It's also a great place to find a small cave for the night. But of course, fate doesn't favour a gearlock. Directly in our path is a huge boulder landslide. Night will come before we can make our way around. And behind us is a mess of orcs and wolves we'd rather not disturb again. Oof, it's a combustible situation, or at least it's going to be. Ooh, there's only one option here. Let's get blasting. We're going to get a progress and 2 training points here. For each gearlock in your party, place 2 stacks of 3 HP to represent the rubble on any bad position. 1 stack per position. Place 2, okay. Place gearlocks in range positions where they remain at a safe distance from the rubble. Each gearlock has 2 throwing explosives. Okay, so let's set this up. This is an interesting one. It's not quite a battle, this one. So I've set up, for each gearlock, place 2 stacks of 3 HP to represent the rubble. So there's 6 stacks of 3 HP. So I've done that. Place gearlocks in range positions where they remain at a safe distance from the rubble. Each gearlock has 2 throwing explosives. So they're all down here. Target any, so when you throw explosive, target any position and roll 2 attack dice per thrown explosive. The result does that much damage to the target and half damage to all adjacent positions. So adjacent is, remember it's orthogonal in this game, adjacent. So I've set it like this because I'm thinking I'm aiming at this bit here. So then these two are adjacent, and then aiming at this bit here, these two are adjacent. We'll see how we go. Party must clear all rubble using the explosives they have. Any turnover on any number of explosives at a time in order to succeed. Alright, so it's like everyone gets 2 goes each at rolling 2 attack dice. If we don't succeed, this just is a failed day. So imagine we can't use bones here. I don't think we can. I mean, it's a bit weird if we do. I'm thinking we don't. There's no bones in this situation. So this is just like straight out somewhat luck. I need 2 attack dice. So this is a bit different, isn't it? This is day 4. Alright, Picket goes first. He's going to aim at the back. So he rolls 2. Oh, what did he roll? He rolls 2. So that's 2 damage to that. And 1 damage to adjacent. Okay. He may as well go again. Right. Let's kind of see what's going on. Let's go in the middle here. Or do I go here? Maybe go at the back there. I think so. So Picket's got his second throw. Oh, that's terrible. 1 and then half rounded down. So that's just 1 damage there. That's a horrible one. Bugger. 4 throws left. Okay. Tantrum's going to aim at this back one. Oh my god, 1. I think that's the end of this. Tantrum is then going to aim at this one here. That's 2 damage, so 2 damage there. And then 1 damage adjacent, 1, 1, and 1. Okay, so we've got 2 throws left. I've got 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. Oof, I think, yeah, I'm not going to make this, I don't think. I think the half rounded down is going to stuff us up here. I could aim there and hope, but then there'll be something left over there. I don't think it's going to happen. My only hope is getting a 4 there, I think. So I'm going to roll to hit here. That's 2, so that's 2 damage. 1 either side, and yeah, I can't do it. But what the hell, let's try and clear this bit over here. So aim at that one. And yeah, there's the 3. That will clear out both of those. But I'm left with 1 rubble, and I fail. What happens when you fail? Well, I don't get any of these points. So it's like a wasted day in a way. That's a shame. So we weren't successful, so we didn't get any spores. We go straight to recovery, to the lockpicking phase. Boomer's still got some lockpicking to do, and in fact, that means Picket and Tantrum can have a work at this as well. So I'm going to grab my lockpicking dice. Okay. So Picket's going to have a go. So we're 1 down here. Let's put it right here. So she's done the first one. We need to get 4. What's that? 4 trip. Remember that we get to re-roll our first lock attempt. I think you can on this one. Might move that a bit further up this way. Okay. So this is Picket. He's got 3 trip. I get to re-roll 1. Let's re-roll that. That's still lever. I get to add 1 and save it. Let's add 1 to this 4-star here. So then that gets used. We've done 2 now. Now Picket gets to have a go at the last bit, the force. 3 force plus 1. Fantastic. Trove loot unlocked. Thanks, Picket. What do we get here? Shoulder mounted rock slinger. Roll 1 attack die immediately after being attacked by a non-adjacent baddie. Apply roll damage to that baddie. Right. Apply roll damage to that baddie. Bones from this roll cannot be used in backup plan of rider. That's pretty cool. So it's like a mini lashback, I guess. Awesome. It's like I'm the predator, I guess. Alright, this goes with Boomer for another loot. She's got 2 loot on her now. Next phase is rest and recover or discard loot. I'm going to keep on my loot. I think I'll do that. We get to the scouting phase, which is not going to be much here because I was happy with the 1 and 5 points on top. I just need to roll. If I roll 6s, I'm going to check the 20. So Picket. No, not going to bother checking. Boomer. Not going to bother checking. Tantrum. Yeah, he's got a 6 again. So I'm going to check the next 20-point baddie. Okay, if this thing stops moving around on me. 20-point baddie. What we got here? Weaken 2 and flight. 8 health. And targets 2 people. Oh my god. But he rolls 3, I guess. Whew. I'll keep him on top. Weaken 2 is a bit annoying though. Ooh. Yeah, so weaken, for those that... No, I'm not going to tell myself either. So weaken, hashtag, so 2 in this case. Target must reduce their dex by that much for the next turn. Place a weaken effect die on target. Oh, right. And I think the weaken gets clocked down just as the poison does as well. Oh, maybe not. I don't think it does. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't think it stacks, though. I don't think weaken stacks. I'm going to say no. Okay. I'll leave him on top. Could be dangerous, but I'll leave him on top. Yeah, and that's day 3 in phase 4. I might stop it there, guys. So that's day 3, day 4 done. Join me for day 5. We're starting to buffer a bit more with loot, definitely. Shame that we failed that little interesting test there. And some of the encounters are a bit like that, a bit different, not necessarily combat. They're just like there's a couple of little dex type games too where you flick things off, I've seen. So that was an interesting one, just a quick little game. Bit of luck, bit of strategy. I probably went the second last roll, or the third last roll thing, so I probably should have aimed at something different. But in the end, all good. Righty, Solace. Remember to crush your gaming first. Always. Peace out.